Is this new Pokemon card set officially going to be Evolving Skies 2.0? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr.Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, and that there is an awesome plan for your life. So the interesting information that I want to talk about today is actually something that PokeBeach broke the news on June 25th, which is my birthday, and obviously I was ignoring everything back then, but this is kind of interesting. So we have a new set that is confirmed to be coming out as the high-class set for the Japanese Pokemon TCG in December. If you're not aware, every December, every winter, the Japanese Pokemon TCG releases a high-class set. And basically what a high-class set is a box, comes with booster boxes. You get 10 packs in each booster box, and each pack is loaded with all kinds of hits. And it's also coined kind of like the reprint set, to where you get a bunch of reprints of other stuff that it's really good for players in Japan to get reprints of cards that they need. So you're going to get a ton of hits in these packs, but they also roll out some new stuff that's very, very interesting and very, very fun that usually get people pretty excited. So last year we had Shiny Treasures EX, and you know, we got that really cool shiny Mew, and we got the really cool shiny Charizard that we've already had like 4 other versions of, and then a bunch of shiny little baby shiny Pokemon. Well, what we're going to be getting this year is an Eeveelution set. PokeBeach confirmed that Terrestrial Festival is the name of Japan's annual high-class set that will release on Friday, December 6th. This set will feature Eevee and its evolutions as Pokemon EX, assuming that they will be Terra Pokemon. Now, what's so cool and so interesting about this is going to be the high-class set. High-class sets always do well, and we usually see the high-class sets translate into what we get in English, typically in the spring as our specialty set around that time. And it's not always like we're getting exactly what's in this, but a lot of what we get in that comes out in our sets later on, you know, the coming next year. But what is so interesting about this is there's already people on the internet saying, oh, this is going to be Evolving Skies 2.0. This is going to be the next Eeveelutions, because, you know, Eeveelutions fed into Evolving Skies. You had Eeveelutions, and then Blue Sky Stream and Towering Perfection, I think it was, that all came together. Eevee Heroes, I'm sorry, that all came together to make Evolving Skies. So there's people out there being like, oh my gosh, this is going to be Eevee Heroes, the next Eevee Heroes, which our booster boxes for Eevee Heroes $400, I think. They're $400. They were $800 at one point, and then there was a bunch of reprints that people got scammed on. We talked about that in a video a long time ago, but people are saying, hey, this is going to be the next Eevee Heroes, and this is going to be the next Evolving Skies 2.0, and will it be, is my question. So what we're going to be getting is we're going to be getting that Japanese high-class set that's going to be focusing around Eeveelutions. Eevee and all of its Eeveelutions. All presumably Terra Pokemon, which we haven't seen the Terra Pokemon, right? Because the Terra Pokemon typically have the big old crowns and, you know, are usually dual-type Pokemon, right? So could this become Evolving Skies 2.0? Could this actually become the next Eevee Heroes, the next Japanese set that's, you know, going to be $400 a booster box? Is it possible? Well, we don't really know enough about it, but just by looking at the very little bit that we know, it's possible that it could happen. It has the ingredients to be a really, really good set. It's a high-class set, so it's going to be a limited, you know, a limited smaller box with a limited amount of packs in it, and it's already going to be a little bit more expensive just because of that. The per-pack average is going to be more expensive just because of that. And historically, high-class sets have a few really cool chase cards. Right here, we can see we're going to probably get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 really cool chase cards, potentially 9 if we get a really cool Terra Eevee, potentially 17 if they mix in some cool, you know, special art rare Eeveelutions that aren't necessarily the Terra versions. So there could be a lot of potential here for some really, really good looking cards. And it's undoubtable that, I mean, everybody knows that the art that we're getting in the Scarlet and Violet era is fantastic. Now, let's circle back to Eevee Heroes and Evolving Skies, okay? And then let's connect all the dots, and then I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. If this set has the potential to be the next Eevee Heroes, the next Evolving Skies, or it's just going to be another, you know, high-class set, or it's just pumping uppers trying to pump the market up and make money because there's nothing else to make money on right now. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But circling back to Eevee Heroes and circling back to Evolving Skies, what made those sets so incredibly successful is basically two things. And one, the nostalgia and the absolute love and the massive fandom of the Eeveelutions, combined with the best alternate arts we ever got in the Sword and Shield era. And up to date, that was once Evolving Skies came out, those were the alternate arts that made everybody go, holy crap cakes, these are amazing. We had alternate arts in a few sets before that, they were great, but the Eeveelutions in Evolving Skies were just like next level. So circling back to Eevee Heroes and Evolving Skies, that's what made those two sets so sought after and so popular and so expensive. And you go and we circle up to what is Terrestrial Festival, and we're gonna get Eeveelutions, and we're gonna get Eeveelutions in new forms, which would be their Terra forms. And we're going to get those, undoubtedly, there's going to be special art rare versions of them, right? There has to be special art rare versions of them. Now, we've all seen what has happened with the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade that's like, I think it's worth like $100, $110 raw, and it's a beautiful artwork. And I think, in my opinion, that Greninja is the first Scarlet and Violet special art rare Terraform card. I believe it's a Terraform card. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am often wrong. I am kind of stupid. So, I do all of these videos unscripted. So sometimes I get my information mixed up, and people on the internet like to be like, you don't know what you're talking about. Gotcha, busted. You copy everybody. Let me tell you a secret. I don't have enough time to watch other Pokemon YouTubers' videos. I can't remember the last time I watched another. I watch anime YouTube and I watch bourbon YouTube. I don't watch Pokemon YouTube because I don't know. Like I just don't do it. But I believe the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade was a Terraform card. But regardless, it is the first, in my opinion, special art rare, special illustration rare, whatever, whether you're talking about Japanese or English, that immediately took off and has maintained a really good $100+ value, and the art on it is fantastic. So we're seeing a ton of great art in the Scarlet and Violet era. We've got an example with the Greninja, and it just depends. Like, so we have like this Garchomp EX special illustration rare. Yeah, special illustration rare because it's English. This one's a PSA 10 version. It's actually for sale. If anybody wants it, it's ridiculously expensive. I didn't realize how expensive this card was. But anyways, so here's an example of, this is kind of where they started taking the Terras and making them really a little bit better looking, I guess, because some of the Terra cards are kind of like, they don't look the best. But we saw with the Garchomp, they started to look better, and then we moved over to the Greninja, they started to look good, and I'm ranting and raving. And here, what am I getting at? If they do the Eeveelutions in Terraform with great art, like they've done with the Garchomp and like they've done with the Greninja, and kind of make it to where, oh, this is the first big set where all of the big hit chase cards have Terra cards that are special illustration rares that are really good art, just like what happened with Eevee Heroes and the Eeveelutions and the alternate arts and in Evolving Skies, because we had alt arts before those and they were fine, they were great, but that set really kicked it off. If they do that with this set, it will be a step-by-step setup and framework for potentially the next Eevee Heroes and the next Evolving Skies. People love Eeveelutions. I could totally see it happening, right? And here's what's really interesting. What's on the docket for like the next big sets to come out for the Pokemon TCG in Japan, which will, a little bit down the line be our sets. We got a Dragon set. We got an Eeveelution set. And then we got Team Rocket, the glory of Team Rocket. That's a powerhouse lineup. It's a freaking powerhouse lineup. Looking pretty good for the Pokemon TCG, if you ask me. So, Terrestrial Festival, Evolving Skies 2.0, Eevee Heroes 2.0. Looks pretty dope to me. If they can knock out some good art like we've been seeing on all of the Eeveelutions and just make them bangerang, the Umbreon will be crazy. People will be crying about how expensive the Umbreon is. Nobody can pull it. People will be mad. Everybody will be mad. Just be mad at everybody. Everybody can just be mad, and the flippers can be happy, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. The recipe is starting to come together. If they do the art right, it's going to happen. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, huge favor, guys, give it a thumbs up. There's a little button right there. You just click it, and it's thumbs up, and it's free for you to do that. And you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. And those things help me so much, and it's a great way for you to support me, and it costs you absolutely nothing. And if you liked this video, YouTube says you'll like that one, so go watch it too. And like I always say, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.